Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome to the Rusted Compass. This is your host, Will Finch. And boy, is it warm down here in Florida. I'm glad I'm not, up in Arkansas where it's all snowing and really nice and cold, but I am down here, sweating. Now, we got a lot of good things going on down here. This last weekend we had the Burnout Nationals and the Drifter Drags event. They all went pretty well. Did some DJing. That was refreshing. So I was pretty focused on that. We got some photography stuff coming up. Got to meet a bunch of cool people. Man, what do we got going on here? Just a lot of stuff. I went to Disney for the first time. That was kind of cool, huh? Didn't even go in a theme park, and I still had a great time. It was pretty awesome. There's a lot of good free stuff that you can do at Disney. That you don't necessarily have to pay for, you gotta pay for the meals and the dinners and stuff, but you just walk around and ride the boats and do all kinds of cool things. Sightsee. Awesome architecture. I went and just took a bunch of photos. I think I decided that I'm going to start a collection of street store signs for my photography. You just see all these streets, like the neon street signs and stuff. I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. So we're gonna be doing that. But man, what have I been up to? Whew, a lot of stuff. So last few nights I've been up till probably 2, 3, 4 in the morning trying to get some paperwork done. OF Performance is opening up, and 77 Cycles has got down here and moved. So they'll be opening up that shop I think next week. Here pretty soon. Been helping them in and out, helping them get that all set up, so that's kind of cool. But who knows, man? We got a DJ gig coming up. What's that? The 13th in Orlando. That should be pretty fun. Get out and start gigging again, so it's always a positive. And my co-host, Old Kitty, she'll be down here soon, so that's another good anticipation for me. Just a positive vibes person, man, let me tell you. But yeah, get her down here. We're gonna start DJing. I'm gonna do some photography stuff for her too, so that'll be fun. So we got a lot of good stuff coming, happening. A lot of moving parts. I still got to find time to go back to Arkansas to get my motorcycles, because I definitely need those. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Which, a lot of crazy hectic things going on. Which kind of brings me to the topic for today, I suppose, would be how you handle things in, adverse situations, Like, my military background, I had tons of, classes and training on how to, react in a situation, or, all that good stuff. So that translates over to like the civilian world and everything else a little bit. To like every day just hustle and bustle, or just even just stresses and dealing with stress, right? And stress management. We all know things are just not going to go our way sometimes. So what do you do in those instances where they're not going your way and they weren't planned for, or any of that stuff? They just hit you left field. It's like you just gotta kind of keep moving with it. They say be like water, and be able to be malleable, like a little fishy. But who knows? But you just got to be able to pivot, you know, and choose, I guess, choose your attitude about it. Sure, you can be mad about stuff all day, but why? There's no sense in it. Sure, it didn't go your way, or someone did something you didn't like, but that kind of stuff happens all the time. And sometimes people do that stuff on purpose. So you really got to understand that people might just be doing things just to trigger you, you know? So don't ever rule that out. And another thing that I'd like to say is, man, I've had a tremendous amount of support lately from strangers. So, who have become, you know, good acquaintances and whatnot here lately. And just really grateful and, you know, much gratitude there. I think that's a pretty important thing to have these days, is being grateful for, you know, even the little things, you know, like just a piece of gum I'm chewing. It's keeping my mouth minty fresh, you know. I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I brushed my teeth this morning and all that good stuff, took a shower, but, you know, just one of those things, you know, like the waves crashing on the beach, you know, a nice little sound, and you know, put you in a tranquil mindset, a tranquil state of mind, at least for me anyway. You know, being grateful for music. I'm super grateful for music. I think most of you guys know that, but I always have playing in the background. I'm way more productive. I mean, it just does so much good stuff for things. Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. You know, like, how do you deal with things keep coming at you? You know, you just take it as they come. You gotta. What you need to do is learn how to prioritize, right? Because that's something I struggle with. I deal with literally millions of things a day, like most of us do. But for me, I struggle with some of my executive functions that, like my planning and time planning and stuff. It's more of a broad base for me rather than, I guess, the common people thing, I'd say. I don't know. I took a test once and they told me that, so that's why this factual based thing here. But no, I got a lot of shit, like stuff going on, you know, like I'm fixing to launch my clothing line, so you guys will be seeing that here soon. Got the studio up and going down here. Got all my tax stuff and everything else set up. I got this channel, The Rusty Compass, my beloved channel, and then I'm gonna have a DJ radio talk show, or not so much of a talk show, but a jam session. That'll be coming out here pretty soon, so you guys just stay tuned for that and join me on that. You see me do some fun stuff, and then hopefully here soon I can get some adventures planned out and coordinated, so you guys don't always have to see me sit here on my couch or sit on the beach or something. You know, you could be out on the bike going somewhere in the mountains or in the desert, or who knows, maybe another country. Mexico sounds nice. So let's yeah, if you guys got any ideas, throw it out there, man. I'd like to go see it, or just places to go see, sightseeing and things. I'd like to go do that, and then shoot some photography for sure. So I also do that as well. So a lot of things, a lot of moving parts. I feel like it's a lot for just one person to handle, but with the right amount of stress management and a little bit of planning and a lot of execution, you know, things happen and you can get through it all. So yeah, man, what a ride this has been so far, and I think I'm just barely starting, to be honest. It's gonna get fun, especially when the guys at the shop start doing some bike builds. We're gonna go in there and pester them about some things, and I think I'm gonna plan a trip down to Miami here soon, because I've never been. I always wanted to go see what that kind of life's out. tonight I get to go to my first, I think it's my first NBA game. Orlando Magic versus, who they playing? San Antonio, I think. So, we're gonna go get some footage. Hopefully they'll let me bring my camera in. If not, no big deal. Oh, my phone just went off. Ding. Could be alright. So, yeah, we got a bunch of stuff going on. You know, I'm gonna go to Orlando, check out this basketball game. You know, it kind of all goes back to that stress management thing and dealing with the knocks of life and everything like that, right? You got to be able to balance these things. And the reason I explain these things to you guys, whether you know it or not already, you know, you may know it, may not, but maybe need a reminder. I've dealt with a lot of unbalanced things in my life, and I can get super hyper focused and straight line, and then when I get knocked off that path, it kind of stumbles me pretty bad. I might have autism. I don't know. Nobody will tell me. I probably do, but I'm also a really high intelligence human being apparently, that I found out. So there's probably a mix of genius and autism there. So I don't know. I got both problems and both positives there. So it'll be okay. Just hang on for the ride, guys, because it's about to get wild. But yeah, man, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of updates. Yeah, just dealing with a lot of stuff, man. Stress. And you know, last week we talked about, you know, suicide stuff. You know, it all kind of rolls into it. You know, not managing that stress. You know, being able to reach out and talk to people. You know, having those people to reach out and talk to sometimes proves, or not sometimes, it always is a valuable thing that I would recommend that you guys find and you know, try to incorporate in your lives. You know, it's just having someone that you can speak to on different levels. You know, you're not always gonna have one person where you can just chat about everything about. You know, you gotta have some outlets. Mine's mostly the gym and ice cream. But you know, I got a couple people. Yeah, it's just wild stuff. You know, we got a lot of things going. If anyone knows any Shriners here in the Orlando, Daytona area, this whole big area, let me know, because I'd like to reach out and get in contact with you guys too. So maybe join some parades or something. You know, help you out, do something. Yeah, that'd be cool. Get out, do some wilderness stuff, maybe on top of the you know, the parades and stuff. I want to go see the Everglades, maybe. Who knows? Go ride in a fan boat, huh? That'd be fun. Man, we got a lot of things out here in life that we can go do. You know, you don't always have to stay cooped up in your house, or you know, go to work your 9 to 5, get home and you're just tired. You gotta adjust those things. You know. I do got some bigger plans that I'm not ready to roll out yet, but they're coming. I am looking for a travel adventure van and a custom trailer. If anyone out there is able to get me in touch with or help me acquire these things, I'd be I'd be definitely grateful. Thank you. Can't even spit out the words today, man. I just got so much stuff going on. It's just like, I was designing some shirts earlier, along with doing up a proposal for a photo shoot and a bunch of different things. It's chaos, man. It's just scattered everywhere. If I could just reel that in, you know, like, but it makes sense to me at the end of it. But you know, I'm trying to streamline it, so it gets kind of hectic sometimes. But yeah, man, we need to get on the road with this Rusted Compass thing instead of me just sitting here talking. You know, well, I guess we kind of did. Came here, Florida, you know, a new start, new vision, or not new start, same vision. Gotta get the bikes. Looking for sponsors for that, and for some of the channel stuff, and yeah, who knows, man? We'll see where it all goes. I think we got a lot of valuable stuff. You know, I got a lot of things I can teach people. What kind of classes would you guys all be interested in? I don't even know. I got a plethora of knowledge on tons of stuff. I'll be rolling out for Studio Ascension. I'll be rolling out some online classes on how to, master classes type stuff. For audio production, I'll even do some video production, some photography tips, tricks, but also, easy ways of living. Like, you don't necessarily have to go buy everything, or there's just tons of different resources out there that we can all utilize and contribute to. Just sometimes it's not knowing. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I got a lot of ideas and a lot of proposal classes and stuff like that coming up. So I should have my websites up here soon. My Studio Ascension one is still going on. It's live, and so's the Rusted Compass. I still got that one up and going. I should have. Hopefully, I get to be traveling a lot more here soon, doing some photography, maybe some DJ gigs. I got this idea that maybe I should just roll around cities and just do pop-up parties. I think that'd be fun. So I got that in the works, planning. I don't know how I'm gonna plan that and invite everyone to it if no one knows about it. So we'll figure that out though. We'll see. Go jam out and listen to some EDM or whatever other music we're gonna be playing. Maybe have theme parties. That'd be cool. Yeah, let's do this, man. I want to thank everyone for joining me on this journey, but man, we're just starting. We got the ball rolling. Boy, it's just gonna get faster and faster and roll forward, huh? So stay tuned with me, man. We're about to go do some cool stuff. So I appreciate everyone joining me for today, and I guess if there was one takeaway from today, I would just say stay positive. Not all storms last, and if you need help, reach out. I know that's really hard to do for most of us when we're in that situation, but hopefully I can get some more veterans on here and kind of tell their stories, because that's kind of what I want to do too. So we'll see where this evolves and goes, so maybe I'll get Doug on here for next week. So we'll get Doug on here for next week. He's a good talker. You guys will have a blast with that one. So, but hey, man, I just want to just hop on here and give everyone a quick update. And I know today's gonna be a short day because I got behind on some things. So my fault, none of y'all's faults. But hopefully you found some kind of wisdom out of this. We're definitely gonna get more deep diving in on some wisdom things later on. But and then just remember that my Wednesday show is going to be now going to Mondays to make room for my other show on Thursdays. So it should be a good time. Kind of working out the kinks with everything and implementing some cool stuff in the background. So we're going to get this thing going. It's going to be fun. So, but let's go to Orlando and see about this this basketball game, huh? I've never been to that. I'm pretty excited. So I will encourage everybody to go try something different. Whether it's trying a new food, a new type of food, something. Go try a new drink. Just do something you don't normally do. And it might feel weird at first, but the more times you do these types of things, the funner they become. And then all of a sudden you got all all these other different things you like and things, you know, like, I don't know. Maybe you find a new chocolate or something you didn't know that even existed, or that you even liked because you took someone's word for it, you know? So, anyway, let me hop off here and let you guys go for the day, but yeah, just sit there and ponder those things, and yeah. Oh, by the way, did you guys know that the Titanic's pools are still full? I'll leave that one for you today. Thanks for joining me, guys. Have a good one.